I'm Bill Howe from Diptech Systems, Vice President of Molding and Coating Services. I'm here at the 2013 International Latex Conference in Akron, Ohio.
Bill presented a paper this morning titled The Fall and Resurgence of Natural Rubber Molded Goods for the Medical Marketplace. Bill, can you tell us some of the most pertinent points of your paper this morning?
The point was, after 25 years later in the latex allergy scheme of things, it was a real storm and a disaster when it first occurred in 1990, early 1990s. But through it all and through the years, that the material, natural rubber latex material, Howe, more specifically, it continues to not only just survive but thrive in some of the marketplaces, whereas many back at that point in time predicted its doom to come within a decade or so. So the main point is that even though that there have been many other materials that were developed because of this latex allergy, the point is that was a good thing, because really something good came out of what looked to be a very disastrous situation. Now there's many more value-added choices out there: nitriles, polyisoprene, other materials not just for gloves but for other dip molded products. And so to that point, as the medical disposable market continues to grow, natural rubber, Howe specifically, continues to be a good material choice for many industries, particularly the condom market, which is still very dominant in its use there. And let's put it this way, that any material the good Lord makes has got to be good. So it's natural, and the processing of it is mature, and I'm just glad to report that it's still around and available, and that the manufacturers have worked their way through the minefields of the issues with respect to the allergy concerns. And here we are today with, instead of just in the glove market choosing only natural rubber products or PVC, now we have about 10 material choices there that certainly have their place and purpose across many industries now.
Now, what do you expect to see related to latex allergies in the next year or 2 years?
Well, the issue, I believe, is reasonably under control. And so to that end, it's just a matter, again, the FDA has a brand new regulation coming out with respect to non-latex gloves and its use of powders. So the FDA continues to monitor the situation successfully. And to that end, still in the U.S., certainly the stigma that latex is a problem, it still exists in many circles, especially in children's hospitals, where liability, of course, could be very high. That's a dynamic that probably is unchangeable, at least for the near term. But in the midst of it all, in these other industries, the condom market, the catheter market, cost and comfort goes a long way, and also the maturity of the processing. So as I see it, that the latex allergy issue, I really believe, has cleared the hurdles, and that generally the public is saying, okay, now the manufacturers have this under control. Many of the dynamics are going to be cost related as people choose certain materials. The natural rubber is alive and well, and that was kind of the theme of it. And in a way, maybe the title of the paper was a little bit misnamed. I called it The Resurgence, when in reality it was really more of the reaffirmed confidence in natural rubber latex, because I can't say that the market is growing at a rapid rate once again, and it's taking over market share from other materials like nitrile. But it's still climbing and growing well, as I showed in the statistics this morning, in its use. And plantation owners in Southeast Asia are still planting trees. And so it's a natural product, and thankfully we've gotten through this issue. I don't really see it hopefully ever resurfacing again in my lifetime. So.